Listen, we all need to be paying attention to what's about to happen come November 1st. SNAP recipients are receiving this email that come November 1st, they may not get their benefits. And it clearly states that they are very unclear as to when people will actually continue to get their benefits again. People in droves are losing their job. And now the resources that are supposed to be set aside to help people feed themselves are being stripped away. And right in the midst of the winter, I need people to understand that if people cannot feed, clothe, and house themselves, that shit is going to get very real. And as opposed to acting like this is not your problem, recognize that when people don't have, they will find whatever it is that they need, especially when they get to the level of desperation. We can combat that through mutual aid, through coming together on a communal level to ensure that we have food pantries for folks who really need it. Connect with people in your city and find out how it is that we can help each other. And we have to do it right now.
Okay, so we're kind of in trouble. The USDA just sent out a nationwide notice saying that every state that participates in SNAP is not to dispense any SNAP funds November 1st. Like literally a direct notice to not dispense any SNAP. So when I said 2 months, I guess I was giving them too much credit. So whatever you got now, you hold on to it. If you just received it, buy smart. Buy rice, buy beans, anything that's shelf stable. Whatever you get with your benefits this month needs to be shelf stable. That is top fucking priority. Get in touch with your local pantries, because I fucking know that I am. That's for goddamn sure. Alright, be safe out there.
Guys, I can't believe we're back here again. Hey beautiful people, welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for stopping by. So all credit goes to the creators in these videos. And guys, in today's video, as you all know, the US government is still shut down. And now that the government is shut down, we are hearing that SNAP benefits might not come for November, And for many families, these benefits are not just extra help. These benefits are really how they survive. And when the government just stops, it is not just these politicians that are arguing, it is real people that end up getting hurt. And we are told that okay, October benefits are safe because the money was already set aside, before the whole shutdown. But for November, it's up in the air because if Congress does not pass a new budget, SNAP might not send out any payments. Guys, just imagine waking up, millions of families waking up, checking their EBT cards and finding that there is nothing there. No food money, no help, nothing. They are just thrown under the bus, guys. And it makes me think about how disconnected the people that are in authority, the people in charge, how disconnected they might be, because they are there arguing over power and politics while regular folks worry about groceries, rent, and gas. If America was rich enough to give Argentina money, how much more, taking care of its citizens? Because SNAP is not just some luxury, it's a survivor for people trying to make it every single day. And this government shutdown, guys, it might look as if it's a temporary issue to some people, but for families that depend on things like these food stamps to feed their children, to survive, to get by, guys, it's a nightmare waiting to happen. Let's see what these other creators have to say.
So the Trump administration is shutting off SNAP benefits in November. They're not going to pay them. What happens in November? Thanksgiving. Where are the poorest states and who are the poorest people that depend on SNAP? Red states and poor white people. Yes, he'll be cutting off food stamps, as many states still call them, to the poorest white Republicans in the middle of Thanksgiving. Most people have no other way to feed their children or get food in general without their SNAP benefits. So he's targeting his own now. So we'll see where the FAFO comes in here, but at the same time, I feel really bad for those families that won't be able to eat a meal for Thanksgiving. We'll have more later.
Trump administration is warning states across the U.S. that there will be insufficient funds to pay November SNAP benefits. About 42 million Americans will be getting a SNAP cut due to the government shutdown. We're on day 14 of the government shutdown, and we still don't have an update on when the government will be reopened. And let's go ahead and take this time to thank Trump for his beautiful American bill. The federal spending has been cut by $186 billion over the next decade. The new work requirements is adults without dependents have to prove that they've been working 80 hours a month or that they are enrolled in school. If you don't have any proof, you will have up to 4 months to receive SNAP benefits, but after 4 months, they're cutting you off. And yes, the age limit has changed to 18 to 65. We now know that 65 is the new retirement age. Parents with kids under the age of 14 will be exempt. I just want y'all to take the time to really soak in all this information that I just put out about the new SNAP benefit update. Really take this into consideration and start budgeting things, because food is expensive and now SNAP has been cut. They were already taking certain things off SNAP, such as sodas, candy, but now it seems like they're cutting it almost completely off. Start budgeting and stop depending on these government assistance, because clearly they don't last. They give it to you just to take it from you. And start really putting money to the side if you can. And buy stuff you actually really need. Don't buy the junks and unnecessary food. I'm kind of glad that I don't depend on these things, because if I depended on it, I would be literally losing my mind right now, not knowing what to do, because food is so expensive, and I do have kids and I do have siblings.
So due to the government shutdown, there will be no SNAP benefits dispersed for November of 2025. And I feel like y'all need to feel this, because y'all put those people in position to do this to y'all. Y'all voted for him. Y'all went out thinking that, oh, this man was going to give y'all something. Guess what? They cannot say it's the Democrats or the liberals, because guess what? The Republicans own every single part of the government. I'm talking about the Senate, the House, the presidency, and they own the Supreme Court. And it's always going to be about politics. Oh, the Democrats aren't doing this. No, y'all asked for this because y'all thought y'all was going to get a stimulus check and some free money. It's never going to be free. It's always going to be at the cost of the taxpayers' dollars. And they're going to say, oh, it's going to affect the brown and blacks. No, it affects the Caucasity, because guess who are on more government benefits than any other ethnicity? The Caucasity people are. And I feel like y'all need to feel that, because y'all went and did this. Because guess what? The rich is getting richer and the poor is getting poorer. And it is what it is. But y'all know what to do. Get in the comments. Let's go. I'm not upset, because guess what? It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect a lot of people that are around me. But it is going to affect kids who are hungry. They're talking about the food banks are open. People are going to be starving in the richest country in the world. And y'all talking about, oh, it's somebody else's fault. No, it's y'all fault, because y'all put them people in position.
Yep. I hope all those that voted for this, I hope they are very, very satisfied right now. Because if this benefit stop, it's not just numbers on papers, guys. It is hunger in real life, real hunger. Parents will be skipping meals so that their children can eat. Grandparents on fixed incomes will be cutting portions to make their foods last longer. And shelves at home will be looking emptier day by day. Food banks will be flooded, but they can only be stretched so far, guys. Lining up for food in the cold, guys, and lining up for canned goods that may not even last a week. It's so hard to describe what kind of stress this will cause, and the way the stomach will just be turning and turning when you're not even sure what you're going to eat for dinner, or if there is even dinner to start with. And just think about the shame of having to say no to your kids when they ask for simple things like milk, or cereal or snacks and all of that, guys. This shutdown is not just about politics. It's about human beings that are pushed into deeper and deeper struggles, guys. People do not have to suffer just because their leaders cannot agree. And this kind of crisis, guys, it does not just stop at the kitchen table. It ripples through everything, because when SNAP money stops flowing, right, grocery stores, they lose their business, small towns lose income, health problems get worse because people cannot afford good food. And talk about the mental health, guys. It takes a toll on the mental health, the stress, the worry, and it just feels as if your own country has forgotten you. Your own country is not putting you first. So much for putting American first, right, guys? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's see what the other creators have to say.
Cutting SNAP benefits November 1st is a form of punishment from the government to the people of the United States for not conforming with the administration. Cutting SNAP benefits November 1st, just before Thanksgiving, when everybody is going to need food the most to celebrate holidays, is just this vindictive puss bags tangerine taco waffles way of trying to inflict the most damage because Democrats are refusing to placate to the Epstein files or this administration. This is poison and punishment. The tangerine taco waffles said in the Oval Office that it was going to hurt if they did a government shutdown. By not conforming, by not cowing down to the Republican Party or to the people of this administration, they are trying to punish the United States citizens at a time when food is so expensive, when the needs of children is so high, and when families are supposed to be coming together to celebrate the Thanksgiving of this nation. Yet they are trying to inflict a punishment for not conforming to the will of this tangerine taco waffle. What do you think?
The Trump administration has said that they may not have funding to issue SNAP benefits in November if this government shutdown continues. I do not share this to fearmonger. I share it to inform others and to prepare them, because if this happens, a lot of people are going to go hungry. And I'm talking elderly, children, the most vulnerable of our society. And that is not something that we can scroll past. So if you are dependent on SNAP benefits, I want you to start thinking ahead now. Look up local food banks and see what their distribution schedules are. I want you to reach out to local churches or community centers. Many have quiet food support programs. If you are in a position to help, please help. Donate to your local food pantry. Buy that extra frozen turkey at the store and put it in your freezer. When you make that big pot of chili, freeze an extra container for a neighbor who might need it. Buy a few extra cans of chicken broth and canned tomatoes or mac and cheese, non-perishables, when you can, and drop them off. This is not about panic. It is about people. The government may fail us. We clearly can't count on them, but we do not have to fail each other.
There's no other English to use to qualify this, guys. This is unfair, and I think it's very cruel, because every time something like this happens, the poorest people end up paying the highest price. And yet those same people are the ones that keep this country going, right? America, they keep America going. They work hard, they raise families, they pay taxes when they can. I mean, they do their best. And I feel that if the government does not fix this soon, millions will go hungry. And that's something no nation should ever accept. Because any country that can fund wars, right, and bailouts, any country that can give another country money should not allow its own people to starve, guys. This shutdown looks as if maybe some people might be, thinking that it's a political game, but for so many other regular people, it's their survival on the line. Hunger should not be a punishment for political failure, guys. I think it's just time to end this shutdown, and people should return to their daily lives. I mean, the struggle is real on a normal day. People going from paycheck to paycheck, having 2-3 jobs, struggling to survive. And now that there's a shutdown, things are just harder than usual. It should not be so, because people are the ones that are paying the real price. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I really want to hear from you. And if I found value in this video, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you in my next video. Please stay safe. Mental health is important. Ciao.